Cancer, welcome back to the channel. Monica Love here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for April. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Cancer, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. All right, so Cancer, your challenge for the month of April is the Five of Wands, and your important message is, I stand my ground and look for peace. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay. So Cancer, your challenge here is the Five of Wands. I'm really strongly getting there's some sort of situation in your life where there is some sort of opposing conflict. Okay, so either you're not getting along with someone or you have different opposing opinions with this specific person. We're going to clarify the Five of Wands and see what your important message is here in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Five of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Six of Wands. So I feel like in the recent past, there was a very there was a very emotional situation that you were involved in here. I do feel for many of you, this situation did come to an end. For many of you, the reason why this situation in your past came to an end was because somebody here found the truth out. Somebody here didn't like what they saw. And as a result of that, something here that was supposed to turn into something beautiful ended up not. And it may have came to an end here in the recent past. I'm also seeing, although this situation in the past did come to an end, you started to realize within yourself who you were, okay? And as a result of that, you transmuted something here in the past and turned it from being into a negative situation into a positive situation with the Six of Wands. And you were proud because you achieved something here in the past from some sort of painful situation that you experienced. So we're going to clarify and get more information on this for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Queen of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Death. So I'm really strongly getting in the present moment for many of you, something here is transforming in your life. It says, I let go and embrace new beginnings. So for many of you, there's a new beginning that is showing up for you in the present moment moving into the month of April. I do feel like this situation is part of your destiny. It has a lot to do with bringing something here back into balance. Some of you are dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This person may have some, significant impact on your life, or this could be you, okay? We're going to clarify and see what the important messages are for you in a moment. Now, in the near future, you have the Five of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Page of Swords. So I'm really strongly getting here in the near future, there's some sort of situation in your life that is not quite clear, okay? It's not quite clear. There's something here that you still need to get to the bottom of with the Five of Swords here. There could be other people involved. There could be some form of competition here. I do feel like somebody here is trying to get to the bottom of something. They're trying to find out the details, the important information surrounding this confusing situation that I see here in the near future. And this has a lot to do with you getting to the truth. There's something here about you wanting to get to the bottom of something and finding the truth out. And it looks like there is a possibility for that here in the near future, okay? So what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Swords, Three of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Nine of Cups, and you have the Five of Pentacles all in reverse, okay? So what you don't see coming is the fact that for many of you, you still are in a place of needing to really heal from some sort of past trauma, okay? A lot of you how do I say this? I feel like a lot of you have been in this place where you went through a traumatic situation and you kind of just ignored it, or you didn't really pay attention to it. And the reason why you chose not to pay attention to the situation, Cancer, is because this situation in your life causes a lot of fear, anxiety, stress, and a lot of you don't have time for that. So as a result of that, you've forgotten something or you've released something in your own way, to the best of your ability is what I'm getting here. I do see that over time you have kind of dropped your guard. You're not as maybe defensive or as, guarded as maybe you were in the past. But one of the things that I do see, especially in the month of April, because whether you're a sun, moon, or rising Cancer, your sun, moon, or rising is going to be squaring the sun in Aries, which means there is some sort of challenge that's coming up for you in April that you have to be prepared for. And what I'm seeing here based on the cards is I'm seeing that some sort of situation that you've ignored, okay, related to pain, trauma, hurt, anger, that's all going to come back, okay? And I don't mean to say that in a negative way. It's coming back because you still have to release it correctly. And this is one of the things that I've talked about on the channel over and over and again. This is a common theme on the channel, identifying the trauma within us and then finding ways to release it. So I feel for many of you, there is somebody here, possibly that you've tried to forget about, that you've tried to release. They are going to be coming back, especially now that it's spring. It's like something here is coming up to show you, look, it is time to fully release this situation. Could be another could be another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm getting all signs actually here. So sign doesn't really matter. It's not specific. But overall, there's something here that you still need to release that you haven't wanted to identify because it causes you a lot of stress, anxiety, and fear. And Spirit is saying that the time is now. You cannot hide from this situation anymore. In order for you to be able to completely move on into your new direction and new beginning, there is something here painful that instead of ignoring it, you will have to release it, okay? And that's the only way you're going to be able to get back to you, the real you, okay? The loving, caring, supportive, understanding person that you are, okay? So let's get into your reading and let's see what is going on for you. All right. All right, let's clarify your challenge. Okay, so the Five of Wands is clarified by the Emperor, the Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So for many of you right now, I don't feel like this conflict is necessarily a conflict that you're having with someone else. For some of you, it may be a conflict that you're having with maybe another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This conflict could be in, regards to some sort of financial investment or some sort of property here. That's for some of you, okay? But for majority of you, I'm getting a different message. The different message that I'm getting for you, Cancer, is a lot of you are still in this place of wanting to have or find stability within yourself, okay? This could be financially wanting stability, feeling comfort, finding the right home, being in this place of not having to worry financially. And your biggest challenge here is to really find peace within yourself. And that may be the hardest thing. A lot of us don't realize that our finances are very much connected to our emotional life. So if there is some sort of unresolved trauma from, let's say, a bad experience that you had in the past, this could be blocking your ability to make more money, to acquire security, and ultimately stability that you're seeking. So Spirit is saying your biggest challenge here is to not get overwhelmed when certain conflicts come into your life, because you will experience conflicts, okay? Anybody who thinks they're going to go through life and everything's going to be peachy creamy, and I get a lot of people on the channel saying that, well, you're always negative. No, it's not about me being negative. It's about us identifying the issues and then finding solutions within ourselves, okay? So your biggest challenge here moving into April is not to get overwhelmed when conflicts arise in your life, okay? Five of Wands. Doesn't matter where the conflict comes from. It can come from any direction. You always have to know who you are, and you will be challenged because, like I said, with the sun squaring, the sun in Aries squaring your sun, your moon, or rising, there will be challenges that come up for you. But the reason why these challenges are happening in your life, Cancer, is to identify how to keep yourself in a place of wisdom, stability. The Emperor is about being stable. Doesn't matter how much money you have. Do you have the wisdom and the knowledge and experience, which is what the Emperor is, to overcome some sort of conflict? And that's going to be your biggest challenge moving into April. Okay, so let's talk about the recent past. Now, in the recent past, I do feel there was a very disappointing situation that you experienced. Let's clarify the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Fool, and the Temperance. So even though you were confronted with some sort of disappointment here in the recent past, I am getting a lot of you did want to move into a new direction. There was a new beginning that presented itself to you. It took you some time to really identify the new direction here in the recent past, but you also started to come to some sort of realization, Cancer, that in order for you to truly move into this new direction, a lot of healing, a lot of rest, time to really focus on self here in the past was paramount. It was super important for you to work on yourself and love yourself and heal yourself. And that's what helped you realize over time, you know what, I need to move into a new direction. So as a result of that, something here did come to an end because you found the truth out. Tell me more about the Six of Wands for Cancer in the recent past. So the Six of Wands is clarified by the Judgment, the Two of Cups, and the High Priestess. Okay, so in the recent past, I'm really strongly getting that you did come to some sort of realization spiritually about why some sort of connection may have came to an end. I am also getting that a lot of you started to realize what you wanted in a relationship. It's like, okay, you know, I had a bad experience. Things failed, things didn't work out in the past. Now I know what I truly want, what I truly deserve. So the success that you learned here, okay, had nothing to do with, you know, acquiring financial abundance or, you know, getting into this place of realizing, oh, I need money to be happy. No, this was a spiritual realization that you went through in the past. And the spiritual realization that you went through in the past, Cancer, had a lot to do with you coming to some sort of terms about relationships. What does a successful relationship mean to me? What does a prosperous and healthy relationship mean to me? And some of you experienced a relationship that wasn't healthy, and that's why it came to an end. But not all was lost. You learned something from the situation, and that's what Spirit is trying to tell you about your past. Now, in the present moment, there is something that is transforming rapidly for you with the Death card. We're going to find out what that is in a moment. But first, I want to clarify the Queen of Wands. Some of you are dealing with a fire sign, or you could be the Queen of Wands. What's the important message here for Cancer in the present moment? So the Queen of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Moon. So in the present moment, I feel for many of you, very important message for you. Some of you are artists, or you like to create things, or maybe you're somebody who you have some sort of dream, some sort of goal that you want to achieve. And one of the things that I have to tell you, Cancer, is in order for you to be completely successful in this new beginning that you are partaking in, you need to get to the bottom of your emotions. Okay, running from your emotions, hiding from them, pretending they're not there is not something that is going to allow you to move forward the way that you want to. So if you are a person who's creative, like you do music, art, or even if you're just somebody who likes to do things with your hands, there's something here about a brand new beginning that is coming in for you, but there's also a need to forgive someone. Forgiving, releasing, healing those emotions that you have, because some of you have these emotions that are swirling within you, and sometimes you identify them, sometimes you don't, but Spirit is saying you need to identify those. And part of you identifying those has a lot to do with you apologizing to someone, or possibly forgiving someone, or asking someone for forgiveness. Whatever the case is here, there's something here about neutralizing things, bringing things back into balance, giving to a situation rather than taking. And this is going to be a part of your transformation. Okay, and this is it's very spiritual. It's not physical for many of you. And that's why something here in your life ends up being confusing, because you're still in this process of healing and forgiving something here in order to release it correctly. And again, like I've said all throughout the last few weeks, we are moving into spring, and nothing can bear fruit and start new if we still have things from the past that we have to release correctly. So what is this ending about? What is the important message here about the death for Cancer in the present moment? So the death is clarified by the Page of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So like I said, a lot of you, this anxiety, this fear, this stress, it is going to come up for you again in the present moment, or it is here in the present moment. Even though you try to ignore it, it's still coming up. So some of you are going to be meeting up with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Some of you had a bad experience with this person, or things didn't work out and things came to an end. However, even though things are coming to an end for you and this person, it is coming to an end for a reason, because there's been a lot of anxiety and fear, and a cycle is coming to an end, meaning a new cycle is coming in. This is about you releasing this person correctly, okay? Because whoever this person is, they're trying to figure out where they stand with you. There's still some sort of unfinished business here, even though things are done. It's about finishing and ending things correctly. And that's why the Page of Wands is here, because a lot of you are either presently communicating that you're moving into a new direction, you've already made plans, you're moving forward. But part of moving forward is not moving forward with stress, fear, anxiety, regret, trauma, remorse, etc. This is about freely forgiving someone, accepting that, and then moving on, okay? And that's something I feel like a lot of you are planning to do in the present moment. Now, in the near future, I do feel there is some sort of confusing situation that you need to be prepared for. We're going to clarify that and see exactly what you need to be prepared for in the near future. Let's clarify the Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords here for Cancer in the near future? So the Page of Swords is clarified by the Tower. You have the Ace of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So for many of you, I do feel after a very traumatic situation in your life, okay, breakup, breakdown, things stop working, things stop functioning, there is a silver lining here at the end of the day for you, Cancer, in the near future. And one of the things that I see is many of you are going to be attracting an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, maybe a Scorpio here. I'm getting Pisces as well, Gemini. You are going to be attracting someone new. And this person that you attract new into your life could be a new love, okay? I feel like you're attracting a new love. And this is why Spirit is saying you need to be prepared for the near future. Because if you're still in this place of hurt, pain, trauma because of a past relationship, there may be, some sort of missed opportunity here in the near future. So new beginning is coming in for you. The important message for you is I take care of details and stay in control. So again, when you're confronted with conflicts, when you're confronted with challenges, are you going to buckle and become overly emotional and, not find a solution to a situation? Or are you going to be able to overcome the challenge? So what is it here in the near future that you need to be prepared for if this confusing situation, Seven of Cups, comes up and you are uncertain of what you should do? It says, I trust myself to see the truth. So what is the important message here for Cancer in the near future? So the Seven of Cups is clarified by, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. So in the near future, I do feel for many of you, there is going to be an opportunity to work things out with someone in your family. Okay, whether you have children with this person or it's a mother, father, brother, sister, whatever it is. There's something here about you clearly getting clear on why some sort of situation became very confusing. In the near future, you'll have an opportunity. And that's why what it says here with the Five of Swords is I heal myself. Your whole entire reading is about you healing and releasing, and it is a process that a lot of you are going to be going through, okay? So I see that there is some sort of truth and clarity that is going to come in, an opportunity to get truth and clarity, to release yourself from some sort of traumatic situation that happened in your past in order to make room for new love that is going to be coming into your life, if that's something you're interested in. So let's get some advice. What is the advice for you, Cancer? Okay, so the advice for you is the Two of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. A lot of sword energy, which again is telling me that there's still a lot of healing that needs to take place. Your biggest piece of advice, Cancer, moving forward is about you recognizing what is keeping you closed off? What is keeping you in this place of constantly being closed off, constantly in this place of not wanting to open, yourself up? A lot of you are missing opportunities because you've been very guarded, very closed off. And again, this has a lot to do with confronting some sort of traumatic situation that happened in your life. In order for you to move forward and have the opportunities that you are looking for to come into your life, you need to identify what certain mental experiences or mental replays are you playing in your mind that are traumatic. Okay, so if this is trauma from your past, trauma from a past relationship, whatever it is, there's something here about you needing to recognize that you needed to go through that. Part of you going through your trauma is to build your soul, for you to be able to identify certain things that you've experienced in your life and to grow from them. And instead of isolating yourself, closing yourself off, not hanging out with people, not interacting with people, you need to identify that within yourself. And that may be the hardest thing for you to do. As soon as you do that and you move away and you accept something, because the Six of Swords is about accepting something by moving away from it and no longer feeding it. When you stop feeding the trauma in your mind, the trauma in your heart, the trauma overall in your life, and you start to open up and you accept something, that's when you're going to be able to see more opportunities come into your life. And that's what Spirit is asking you to do, okay? So Cancer, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.